Welcome back, Zip Nation. This is season 18, where I tell you what, the nights are long, the dreams are loud, and Akron football is still chasing something bigger, trying to find the promised land of the college football playoff once again. Last season didn't go the way this town hoped. Expectations were super high, but results were uneven throughout. A couple hiccups, a couple bumps in the road reminded us just how hard this climb really is and how it's been. But folks, this program wasn't built to quit. It was built to adjust. So here we are in season 18 with the clock ticking and the mission crystal clear. I've given myself just 3 seasons left to finish what we started, to topple Ohio State and bring a national title home to Akron. And this year, the Zips are coming armed with change. We've got new playbooks this time, coming at us with our balanced run first and a nickel balanced zone defense. We have a top 10 offense going with number 9 in the nation, ready to stretch the field, pound the rock as well, and a top 20 defense built to bend but not break. And leading it all, we've got our junior quarterback back, Mr. Carlos Watkins, who now has the IQ. The game has slowed down for him finally. He's learned the rhythm, and he looks ready to carry this team back to the football playoff promised land that we have been waiting for. This is a pivot point for Zip Nation, a season where beliefs meets urgency, where lessons are going to turn into wins, and where the margin for error is gone, but the opportunity is right in front of us. So let's lock in. Season 18 starts right now. Remember, clear eyes, full hearts, can't lose. Coach Taylor's ready to go with the number 17 Akron Zips, and we are kicking things off against James Madison. This is a testing ground for us. We have 2 top 25 preseason teams, but we know Baylor knocked us off last year. We know Mississippi State, our rivals, are ready to do so again this year. Oh, we have a third one, Colorado. So this is by no means a cakewalk. So let's get into this, and let's see if this run-first offense that we're going back to with a new nickel defense we have not used in the previous 17, we're going to see how this thing goes for us. So let's lock in our run focus, and hopefully we set the tone right off the bat here against James Madison. We are kicking off. What will the defense do? Oh, 13-yard rush. That's not what we want to see. 3rd and 6. And we've got them at 4th and 2. Okay, we want to see those runs going. We do not want to see that. 2nd and 8. Oh, there we go. Carlos Watkins. We can count on him to move the ball, though. That's the good thing. I think this is the year that we can maybe do that a little bit more. There we go. Picking up another 6. Passing the ball there. Oh, beautiful. Can we do an option? He is a pretty sneaky one. We don't use the option a whole lot. Maybe we need to start using it again. March down the field just fine, but we missed the extra point. Our kicking game should be better this season. We've got accuracy in the 80s along with the leg power, so I expect to see us better than that. Whoa, Carter Spearman, our new number 1 running back after losing Austin Lang. 61-yard rush right there. And then Wyatt Wooten takes it in for 6 yards. We're up 13-0. Remember, we have that slow pace again we're going to use, hopefully to our advantage by keeping the defense off the field. And 4th and 1, we get it. Carter Spearman, extra point. Watkins finds Wise, and we are up 20-0. And we recover the fumble, getting the ball, and we are forced to punt. 3rd and 2, 4th and 5. I love it. Good start early on. We're going to let the coordinator call this one. He's doing a good job so far. Don't like it. 4th and 10. We got him. Field goal. Almost. All right, let's try a deep pass. Watkins has the arm. Picked up a little bit for us. Fullback dive to pick up the first down. We got 1:05 left. Let's move the ball down the field. 18 yards right there. We're going to go with the medium flanker curl. Picks up another 9. Then we are 1st and 10 on the 18. This means we are within field goal range. But who needs a field goal when you got Eric Henderson catching that one? We're going to change this, and we're going to go for a 2-point conversion. It fails. Trying to make it an even 28, but that's okay. Moving the ball, second half, 3rd and 1. There we go. 1st and 10, moving along. 3rd and 2, 4th and 1. Go for it. And we pounded in there with Carter Spearman. Incomplete pass, but Wyatt Wooten gets in there for 5 yards. Moving along, and we get the ball back. This is a beatdown. Oh, interception. First one of the year by Watkins. Look at the defense, though, holding, making them miss a field goal. This is beautiful. I know we have a much stronger team, but this is not just slipping by like we did. So maybe, just maybe, this is a sign of things to come. And look at this. We already have our backups in. Not something we've seen too much over the last couple of years. So we're hoping that's good news for us. Let's let our backup throw the ball a little bit. 3rd and 7. There we go. Arthur French from... Oh, Carlos Watkins is still in. He should not be in still. I thought for sure with us being up 30 in the 4th quarter, he would be out, but that's okay. 40-10, dominating performance. The defense was there. 128 pass yards, 130 rush yards. We ran for 226, threw for 270. We did have the interception. 270 yards. Nice job. Spearman, 8.7 yards a carry. That's what we want to see. And you know what? Since we have Colorado, let's check to see if they won their game and if they're still ranked, because we might have a top 25 matchup right off the bat early on in the season to bring us. Okay, Colorado lost their first game, but I think it's still worth taking a shot and playing this one to see if we're real or not, because they lost to number 3 Penn State 21-29. Not bad at all for them. Let's see if we have anybody we need to schedule a visit for first. Yes, I know F-, but he's a 77 overall. We've seen some of these F- players actually turn into something special. I've already got my recruiting set up with the players I want. We're focusing on. The board's a little smaller, but I like what we've got potentially going on. Well, I guess we'll load some of them up at the end of the season. D- will go where we don't get the bonus. We don't worry too much about some of these. I've got him because we need players in the position and we've got a good lead. This is a guy we really want to try to get. I don't know that we're going to be able to chase down Ohio State for his signature, but we're going to try because they have not yet to offer a scholarship to him. So I don't know how that's going to work. Okay, let's see. We are going up against a good team here that lost to the number 3 team in the country. They did not run the ball at all. Wow. They threw the ball a lot. They are a spread. I thought about maybe if this season doesn't go well, we might have to go with a spread offense. Try something a little different and mix it up yet again. But we'll find out how things go first. Let's see. Okay, we get a kick off the ball. So it is a raucous crowd of 50,000 here in Akron. What will the defense do? 1st and 10. We held them to 3rd and 5. And this time we get them. Okay, great job. Let's start with the RPO. Picks us up 5. Halfback dive. Good job. We'll keep it on the ground. Wide receiver quick did nothing. And we are finding ourselves quickly stopped as well. 3rd and 5. We're holding them to 3rd down at times. Hey, we got them to stop. Okay, so we held them to a field goal. Not bad. All right. Keep it on the ground. Carter Spearman with 13 yards there. -1 for Preston Archer on that one. We're going to try the curl flats. And we find Caesar Austin. 1st down, Preston Archer there. We lose a yard. 3rd and 7, Arthur French, 11 yards from Carlos Watkins right there on the hook. And there, Caesar Austin streaking across on the outside. Picks up 30 yards from Carlos Watkins. We get the lead 7-3. Can the defense shut this thing down? 3 and out. That's what we want to see. We didn't see too many of those the last couple of years. Let's try running this ball. 3rd and 4. Oh, no, fumble. Carter Spearman, that is not what we want. We do not want that short field. Held him to a field goal, though, so good news for the defense. But then we are 3 and out, and now the defense is playing on another short field. But we stop them again. Fantastic, guys. Maybe we need to pass the ball more. Let's try a deep shot. Doesn't work. Oh, no. Lots of bad stuff there. And they get the ball back. 4th and 10. They're on the 33, and they miss the field goal. Okay, 6 minutes left. Plenty of time. Let's be smart with the ball. We are going to try an option play here. Let's try the read option weak. Picks us up 2. RPO, though, Austin gets it from Watkins for 14 yards. Picks up some more. There we go. Wise. Watkins, 3rd and 3 on the 4. Oh, we get nothing. So we will play it safe. Take the field goal near the end of the half here. The defense is playing well. Can we stop them? 3rd and 10, of course, they get something. 4th and 10. There we go. We get the ball back. And we take the lead 10-6 into halftime. And now here we are with the ball. Play action pass gets us nowhere. We are not going to try to run the ball right now. Push them back to their own 32. 2nd and 11, 3rd and 16. Fantastic, guys. This defense is ready to play. New coordinator, new scheme, new system. This might be what we've been missing. That defense, that dominant defense we haven't had in a long time. 3rd and 8. Stop them again. I like what we've got going. Running the ball is not going well, though. 3rd and 8. Interception by Alexis Douglas, returned for 67 yards. How often have we seen that lately? Not very. And look at this, 3 and out yet again. Beautiful. Eric Henderson, 12-yard run by Archer, 9 yards by Archer, 11 yards by Spearman, and bam, Carter Spearman pounding the ball into the end zone. We're up 31-6. Folks, I think we might have a team that's for real. Oh, no, 42-yard run right there. Or no, pass on the little out of the backfield. That's disappointing. All right, let's see what we got. 2nd and 6. Not too worried about losing this game now that we're down on the 5 if we can play good defense. Speaking of which, fumbling the ball, Samuel Jemison, 71 yards. We just scored 2 defensive touchdowns. How about this? This defense is looking potentially for real here. Maybe for once living up to the billing again. Minute 29 left. They do get it on 4th down. It's all about the sets. 38-13. They outgained us by quite a bit. But it doesn't matter because the defense made things happen. 1 interception, the fumble. We sacked them 3 times. Only 1 sack over here. We did not throw the ball as much as I thought. We were efficient. Playing with a shorter field. This might be the season that we can return, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. We've done that before and we fall flat on our face. It's time to get ready. We're going to go ahead, hopefully win the next games to get ready for Mississippi State. We will be back for that rivalry because they have a top-ranked offense yet again. We're up to number 14, and when we look at they are already up to number 19. So we're going to play the Oklahoma State game. We'll be back for the Mississippi State game to see if we are ready to win this rivalry matchup yet again. We are ready to go against our rival, Mississippi State. We are both 3-0, undefeated. They are number 19. We are number 12. So we're going to see how this thing goes. We looked good against Oklahoma State. Defensively, offensively, what was awesome is Mr. Watkins, Carlos Watkins, was great controlling the ball. When we look at the box score, look at that. 19 of 23, averaging 11 yards per attempt, 2 touchdown passes. That was great. We just kind of were sluggish a little bit on the defense, so we're going to hopefully not let that be the case now. They have great quarterback play. I mean, this is a very good team that we're going up against, and they are really good at passing and running. So there's really nothing we can do to stop that. I think they are a pass-first team. We already play as a zone. Well, they run the ball super well. We're going to try to stop the run, and we're going to focus on our running game because that's what we build off of. We'll see how this goes. This is a big one. We are 1-point favorites, but it's been back and forth, and they're 4-2 up on us overall, and they've won much bigger games than us. So we're going to see, can we pull this thing out? This is a huge test for us. It's not a deal breaker to win this game, but man, if we can win this and get one up on our division rivals already, okay, pass the ball. That would be a gigantic win for us. There we go. Eric Henderson, 31-yard pass completion. Look at him taking that route on the play action rollout. I will say the play action pass has been fantastic for us this season. Do we go for it? 4th and 2 on the 3. We are. Carter Spearman, 3-yard run. I love that. 2 4th down conversions on that first drive. And look at that. We milked over 7 minutes off the clock. The question is, we even trying to stop the run and it's not working. Oh no, they just came back down really fast. Just 4 minutes to get back down the field on us. So that's not ideal. Defensively, we needed to be better. We need to be better. Little RPO, play action. The play action pass with this run heavy has been, look at that, 14-yard pass right there. Watkins has been doing phenomenal on the play action pass this season. 2nd and 10. Can we get him 3rd and 11? We do. 3 and out way back there, and we get the ball on our own 44-yard line. That is a great place to start a drive and a great place to apparently end a drive. All right, well, can we? Nope. And now they take full advantage of it, getting back down there and getting tied up. Oh, my goodness. What a back and forth. We've got low RPO, the curls. Let's go with an outside run here. Let's do the outside zone. 1st and 10, and we pick up 10 yards from Preston Archer. And then Zachariah Beal is found for 23 yards by Carlos Watkins. And on the curl pass, we get nothing. 3rd and 5. Let's try. Oh, let's not try that. Let's try an outside stretch play. Don't get anywhere, so we take the field goal to go up 17-14. And they're just, again, flying down the field. We stop them, and we get the ball back. Okay. Let's take one. Actually, no, let's just play it smart. Run the ball. Don't let them get the ball back. All right, let's take one deep shot, see what happens. Doesn't get there. That's okay. We have a 3-point lead at the half, although they get the ball 3rd and 17, and we take it right there, get it back. 1st and 10, we're on our own 40. Let's start with, we haven't done the fullback dive. 9 yards for Preston Archer right off the bat. Then we pick up another 10 from Carter Spearman. The RPO gets us 13 yards to Cesar Austin. The end around picks up 3. Oh, I do not want to try the QB power. Let's try the stretch run. Spearman picks up 10 yards. And on 3rd and 8, we get nothing but a field goal is what we have to settle for. So 6-point lead. We need to get a stop, and it's not looking good. 3rd and goal on the 3. You know what? We're going to try to blitz them. We're going to go out of the bear, and we're going to try this mid-blitz. Hey, we stopped them for 1. All gaps. Stopped them on the sneak, and we hold them to a field goal. That was a huge play for us. Try the flanker curl. Picks up. Almost there. Wyatt Wooten picks up the further 2 yards needed. 2nd and 8, 3rd and 7. This is, again, where we need to try to find something that's going to work for us. On the tight end attack, we get nowhere. Start of the 4th quarter, we're up 3. 3rd and 1, and they make it 2nd and 10. 3rd and 10. 4th and 10, and we hold it. And then we get it back to the 40-yard line with 13 minutes left to play. This is where a touchdown drive would be really, really good to see. 1st and 10 on the 27. We use the ball. We use the clock. Play action pass. I told you it works well. Arthur French is found on the hook play. Let's try we've been doing that. We'll try the outside zone. Oh, gets nowhere. But then Cesar Austin from Carlos Watkins for 15 yards. Touchdown, Akron. And we're up 10 with 8.5 minutes left. This is where a stop, 3rd and 6, doesn't work. They get us on the curl combo. 2nd and 7, 1st and 10 again. 2nd and 4, 3rd and 4. They get it. 1st and goal on the 5. We're going to try that bear wall stunt. And there's a fumble. Recovered by Kelvin Stringer. We've got a 10-point lead. 5:52 left. We're on the 4-yard line. That's not ideal. Get there. 1st down. Chew clock. Let's see if we can make them use those timeouts. Oh, there we go. 3rd and 10. We pick it up again. Preston Archer with the pass from Watkins out of the backfield. Run the ball. There goes all their timeouts. 2nd and 9. 3rd and 6. Play action pass. Gets it there. Eric Henderson, 10 yards. And we just knocked off our rivals. The defense is here. The defense is a wall. And look at Mr. Watkins. 20 of 24. That QB IQ as a freshman, it is immense now. And this guy is having a great season for us. He is super efficient. And he is just a winner for us. And he helped will us to victory. But hats off to the defense. Coming up huge. Slowing down this offensive juggernaut that is number 19 Mississippi State. On the road, no less. Let's see what that does for us. Is that going to help us get into the top 10? Part of it may depend on who else is going to lose, but we're going to hope that we're going to be able to get there. And we only get up to number 11, but bad news. Arthur French is lost, and Wesley Swanson we lose for 6 weeks. 2 big injuries for us. But, and we're going to lose one. All right. Well, hopefully we'll win the next 2, and we'll be back for the UCF game. Hopefully there's nothing eventful here when we can face off against UCF and see what we've got as far as that goes. When we look at the division standings, we are the top dog at the moment, but we know that could slip away in an instant. So we have to be careful. We have to be smart. We have to have clear eyes, full hearts, and let's see how we do. Well, the defense is shining through, but I tell you, we had a little bit of a scare against Arizona, and actually the first half against FIU. But we are gearing up to go up against number 8 UCF, who've been the Titans of the Big 12. We are number 7. It is a mammoth competition, but we've got bad news. Arthur French gone for the season, as we know. Ernesto Charles, our top tight end, just got hit with a major injury. Cesar Austin as well with a minor one just for 1 week, but it's a big week. And then we've got a defensive lineman, Zay Morales, out, one of our top ones. Wesley Swanson, 2 safeties that are out. So we're beat up, but we're not broken. Still number 88 in offensive talent, 85 in defensive talent. We are doing great with number 23 in points per game, number 15 in opponents' points per game. We're going to go out there to try to stomp them and see if we can't beat them. They haven't beat anybody yet. So the question is it kind of false numbers? I don't know, but they're not passing the ball a ton. They're running the ball a lot, it looks like. So we need, and taking up time of possession. They're number 9 in time of possession. So we need to try to stop the run on this one. I like what the coach is drawing up there. And we are going to try to run the ball. They are really good defensively, but they haven't met an offense like ours. Oh boy, this is it. This is it. Whoa, Nelly. Here we go. And so we took the first 3. They took the last 3. This has been a tough one. And we are getting ready with a deafening crowd of 50,000. Can we set the tone early and take control of this game and win it in front of the home fans? And so far, it's not looking good. Okay, 4th and 10. We got the ball finally. And now let's see what we can do. At 2nd and 6, we moved the ball just nicely. Cesar Austin, who has been moved down the pecking order, down the depth chart because of that injury, he still found himself the first receiver to touch the ball of the game. Unfortunately, we had the punt, and now they're marching down the field, 3rd and 2, and it is a fumble recovered by Jose King for 19 yards to move back up to the 35-yard line. 3rd and 2, we're going to try to run it out there on the stretch play. Doesn't work. We are forced to punt away. Their defense is going to be tough to break down. I don't doubt that. So that is where giving up those big touchdown plays is not what we want to see at all. Let's try a flanker curl. That gets us moving. Maybe we just need to open up the playbook a little bit and see what we can do as far as that goes. Let's try the double unders at 2nd and 12. Picks us up 10, and then we get stopped. Oh, let's try Watkins. Muscles his way through for 4 yards, and we're moving along. The play action comebacks does work to Isaac Wise. We were able to tie it up 7-7. I thought we were going to be able to get them 3rd and 5, and they find a way again. 2nd and 10, 3rd and 1. We're blitzing under smoke. Doesn't work. They run a sweep right around us for that 1 yard need, and now they're up 1st and goal, 2nd and goal, 3rd and goal. Well, let's try the bear wall stunt. Doesn't work. They are able to run right through that, no less. That's disappointing. And they do it. Let's try to take a shot right off the bat. And it works. 38 yards to Eric Henderson. All of a sudden, we've got a shot at this. And then all of a sudden, we don't. And we missed the field goal that would have made it so much more memorable for that first half. They missed their field goal, and we are going to get the ball back 14-7. We're down at the half. Let's see what we can do here. Smash play doesn't get it for us. The QB power, I don't really know about that. I think we need to try, where's the rollout? Roll right. That works for us, finding Spencer Lau, the tight end, for 10 yards. Moving the ball a little bit. 7-yard pass. Moving the ball very little bit there. Let's try, not a run. I want to try an option. We haven't thrown one out at them yet. Read option doesn't work. Maybe that's why we haven't been throwing it out at them. They're on the 1 yard line. Can we safety? 2nd and 8. Nope, they're second and 11, third and 11. Okay, we get the ball back at our own 42. Not bad. Now we're already 18 yards from Carter Spearman. Now we're on the 30, marching down, second and 2, first and 10, second and 5 on the 8, third and 1 on the 4-yard line. Devin Hang going over the middle gets it from Carlos Watkins for 4 yards. We've tied this game up. 4:53 left in the third quarter. This is another tight one. This is the drama. We have built this defense to maybe help us win it this time. Ooh, I don't know about the ISO play. Let's try an outside zone at second and 9. Doesn't work. Third and 8 doesn't work either. And now we just have to give the ball back. But 4th and 5, we're able to get it back. We're at our own 9-yard line with 13:15 left. And now we're also not moving the ball along. Second and 12, we pick up a little bit. Let's try that outside smash. 11 yards from Carter Spearman gets it for us. And now we're getting nowhere. Third and 9, and we have to punt. And it's not a very long punt either. Actually, we need to change our punter. I forgot that we have a guy who's not as powerful at punting for the first couple games, and I forgot to change him back. Because in this one, we need those deeper punts. Second and 6. Oh, here we go. Come on now. First and 10 on the 32. We know we need to be closer, though. Play action bootleg gets it there. Zachariah Bell for 11 yards. All right, let's chew the clock. Second and 3, third and 2. Oh, it's 4th and 1 at the 7. We have to take the field goal. That would have been the game if we could have scored there, but it wasn't meant to be. And it is overtime. We won the toss. Oh boy, here we go. Hold them to a field goal, guys. Second and 8, third and 5, 4th and 12. And it is a field goal. 1st and 10. Here we go. Play action pass. First down to Sebastian Conrad, our tight end. Replacement, 2nd and 9, 3rd and 5 on the roll right. Doesn't get it. And we have to settle for a field goal. 2nd and 10. We're going to, actually, let's do run it. 3rd and 3 gets it there. Wyatt Wooten, 6 yards. We're on the 12-yard line. 1st and goal from the 1. 2nd and goal. 3rd and goal. Wyatt Wooten with the 1-yard run. 1st and 10 on the 11, 2nd and 3, and they come right back, punch it in, 27-27. Third overtime begins. 2nd and 10, 3rd and 4, 4th and 4, it's a field goal. Good news for us there. 2nd and 6, oh no! Sacked and fumbled. Carlos. Oh, we should have just ran it. He passed so well. He played great. He is not our scapegoat. Oh, what a heartbreaking loss. We win that, we're going to the college football playoff, no doubt. But losing that the way we did, we went out, we still control our own destiny. And I tell you what, this team is hungry. Drop to 13, and we lose yet another defensive player for a long period of time. But Austin is back. All right. So we're going to go through and hopefully no slip-ups here and get to TCU. We'll see how Miami's looking when we get to them. But we can't afford any more slip-ups. Things are going okay for us. We have not been doing well in recruiting, though. We've yet to bag a recruit. So that's not a good sign for us. We usually have a couple by now. But let's jump ahead and see how we can finish this season, hopefully strong, and get us back into that playoff spot. Well, we once again had a massive scare against Baylor, but we were able to pull that one out. Handled Kansas State with relative ease outside of a few late scores that they had. And now it's time to go against Miami, who we have had success against being 4-0, but I wanted to come back. I don't want to overlook that 5-3 look because I'm afraid they could try to stumble us up. They've got everything to gain by beating us, but they have struggled offensively. We have been very good offensively, and our opponent's yards per game, we're fantastic, and they've been struggling with that. So we will see if we can continue that. Our defense has been great. We're up to number 8, but again, we're trailing number 5 UCF, number 11 Mississippi State. TCU's falling off, so this could be the thing that decides. I mean, 3 games left. If we win them, we're in the college football playoff. I don't know if we'll make the division game because of UCF, but they still have to play Mississippi State. So we're going to check out. We're going to try to run, stop the run. They like to run first. That is perfect. If they try to do that, that'll be great. We've been battered with injuries again, but the defense has been fantastic. And I tell you what, Carlos Watkins has been really, really solid for us in this run. On 3rd and 14, they pick up just enough for the first down. 3rd and 9, and we stop them. So that's good news. And starting with the run right off the bat, bubble screen, outside zone, Carter Spearman. We aren't having any workhorses this year. We're just kind of spreading the ball around a lot. And I think it's actually working for us. Let's try the smash play. 2nd and 7, Preston Archer gets in there for 10-yard touchdown run. 3rd and 6, we stop him. 4th and 1, getting the ball back already. A little play action does not go our way as there is a sack to be had. Let's try the tight end under. Picks up 10 yards off of that one. We're going to try a stretch play at 3rd and 6, and Preston Archer picks up 7. Play action only scrambles for 3, Mr. Watkins does. But then Archer picks up another 11. The QB power picks up 4. And now we're at 3rd and 6. Let's try the curl flats. Lance Mayo, I told you Watkins has been really, really good, especially in 3rd downs. He's projected to be a first-round pick. He won't be coming back next year. So the redshirt junior, this is our year. We're relying on him. Let's try a deep shot right off the bat there. Doesn't work like we wanted. 3rd and 1, the QB power, he powers his way 18 yards. 3rd and 7, he finds Lance Mayo for 14 yards. Things are moving nicely. The fullback dive at 3rd and 1 gets just the 1 yard needed. 2nd and 9, Carter Spearman runs up the gut for 10 yards. And Miami is not looking too good against us. Let's let the coordinator call some of these plays. Read option. Oh no, Wyatt Wooten fumbles the ball. That would have been up 28-0, but 21-0 is not too bad either. We will not be upset about that, especially as we get the ball. We could start milking the clock, I guess, but at the same time, we need to make a statement if we can. And again, the defense is outstanding. Their offense is atrocious this year. Their defense doesn't look too good either. 50-yarder, we're not going to make that. So let's punt it away, pin them back, touchback. 3rd and 7, 4th and 17. Now we get it, and we can try again. Preston Archer, 14 yards, 16 yards, and an interception. 21-0 going into the 4th quarter. Quiet second half from our offense. I don't like that. And now, after I insult their offense, they are moving down the field, and they get a touchdown and the 2-point conversion. So let's see. Let's go to chew the clock. See if we can take some more. Oh, my goodness. 4th and 15. We need a stop. 4th and 12. We get the stop that we need. A little play action pass. Picks up 18 yards. Oh, my. We are all of a sudden running into some trouble against them. Thankfully, they don't have a lot of time, and we get the interception. Keaton Alexander, our linebacker. 3 minutes left. The first half was fantastic. Second half, a little rough. But still, nonetheless, things are looking good for us. 3rd and 9, kick the field goal. 44 yards, we know we can do that at least. Look at that, 167 total yards, 57 rushing yards. We sacked them 4 times. We averaged 5-4 on the ground, 2 100-yard rushers, 4 running touchdowns. Watkins was pretty solid for us. Didn't need to throw the ball as much this time, so 168 yards is all he picked up. But again, he's been really important for this team this time. But that defense, they're the thing that's carrying us. So now we have BYU, then TCU. So I'll take care of that BYU game, and then we'll come back for TCU. We handled BYU the way we were supposed to. Now we're going up against TCU, which is a dangerous team. I don't care what the record says. They've lost close games. We know they're a good team. They've been a challenge against us, and they like to run the ball, and they're good against the run, but they're not good against the pass. That's interesting, and that could be good for Carlos Watkins. We are beat up really, really badly. We did get our starting tight end back. That's the good news. We've started to pick up a few recruits here and there, but Interestingly enough, UCF also lost to Mississippi State, so it is a three-way tie in the division. Mississippi State is number 3 overall now because of that. We are number 11, so it's interesting how we're getting passed up here by some of these other teams, like Notre Dame at 9-2 and Florida at 10-2 and Alabama at 9-2, but here we are sitting at 10-1, only losing to number 8, and we're way down here. So I don't know what's going to happen, but the one thing I do know is we have to beat TCU for any of it to matter at all. So we're going to try to, I think, stop the run because they're good at running the ball. We're going to try to run the ball because that's been our formula the whole time. When we look at the matchup, they beat us last year 21-10 as well. So we want to go back to 2 years ago where we shut them out 24-0. That's what we're hoping for this time. Let the defense set the tone. It's a raucous crowd here in Akron, and we're hoping that crowd can carry us and the defense and make it trouble for TCU and the Horned Frogs, but they are moving the ball down on the first drive, and unfortunately on the bubble screen they pick up 7 yards for the touchdown, which means we need to answer right off the bat. And right off the bat, no, let's go with what they want. Okay, picked up 8. There we go. Spearman 15 yards that time. Moving the ball a little bit better that way. 2nd and 10 picks up 3. The draw play picks us up 2. The smash gets through Preston Archer, 12-yard rush. 2nd and 8 on the end around for 12 yards. Little RPO gets us closer. 4-yard line, nothing stick, nothing power-o, and we have to settle for a field goal. At the 4-yard line, no less. And here they are marching down the field. 2nd and 8, 3rd and 7, 4th and 5, we finally stop them. Goodness. Hey, Isaac Wise with a 57-yard pass from Carlos Watkins. I think we got to keep the passing game going, knowing that they are weaker against the pass as well. We're on the 8. We're not doing that big pass. Let's try a smash play. 2nd and 2 gets us closer. The power-o. Preston Archer runs it in for 3 yards. We take a 3-point lead. Now it's time, and the defense 3 and out. Couldn't ask for a better time for that to happen. The toss play gets us nothing. The read option doesn't get us anything either on 4th and 6. We hold them, though. 2nd and 1 gets us nothing. 3rd and 1. There we go. We finally break through. 2 minutes left. Play action picks up 18 yards. Let's keep that momentum going with passing the ball. Picked up 9. Let's try a deep shot. Doesn't get us there. 3rd and 3. There we go, picking up 6 yards. The flip gets us closer. 2nd and 1. We're getting there. 1st and 10. 2nd and 2. 3rd and 5. Oh, we can't do a 52-yarder. Flanker curl. Interception. All right, well, we get the ball back. That's why we took the shot at it, but this is a dangerous team we're up against. We have to be able to move this ball. 3rd and 3. That is moving the ball. Isaac Wise with his 2nd massive reception of the day. And then Spearman with 16 yards. 2nd and 8. We're 3rd and 1. The QB power gets us 3 yards. We're at the 10-yard line. Let's try a fullback dive. Gets us 4. The drive pushes it back, and then we settle for a field goal. Oh, 3rd and 2. Oh, no. 58-yard rush. And then they pass it in to take the 1-point lead. I do not want to be playing from behind. That is the last thing we want. 3rd and 18. We have to punt. 1st and 10. Oh, no. Here they go. 3rd and 3. 4th and 3. We hold them to a field goal. Okay, guys. Mr. Watkins, this is what you're made for if you're going to be a first-round pick, but you fumbled the ball, Preston Archer. Is this another disastrous season for us? Come on, guys. Let's get it together. Tight end attack picks us up some. We got to be moving the ball. Play action, nothing. Screen, bubble screen. Try that. Gets us a little bit. 4th and 3. We have to go for it. Try the hitches. Doesn't get it. Sacked. Get the ball back. No harm done, at least. We're up, picking up the tempo. 1st and 10. Got to move the ball. Play action rollout. It's been good for us all season. 13 yards to Wise. 3rd and 3. 1st and 10. We're getting there. 2nd and goal. We finally break through. We're trying for the 2-point conversion. We fail at it. Means we need to get a touchdown on this drive. Oh, boy. Oh, Nelly. Let's see what we can do. Nothing right off the bat. But there we pick up 16 yards. Timeout, 2:08 left. We got to keep moving it. 1st and 10, we get nothing. Nothing. 24-19. 449 yards. The defense did their job. We just did not get it in the end zone. 6 sacks on Watkins. Ugh. I don't know what that means for us. We're not going to the conference championship. We know that much. We were number 11. 2 losses in the Big 12. We dropped to number 20. Unbelievable. We pick up a few recruits. We finally get an injury recovery. Well, that's disappointing. We're going to have to work our way then to the conference championship week, all that stuff, and see where we end up. But we already know it's not going to be good. You have 9-3, 8-4, and we're down here. We lost to the number 7 team and a good TCU team. Barely on both games. The disrespect. Unbelievable. All right. Well, let's see what takes place. It is time for the selection show. If we look at the ACC championship, not the ACC, we're in the Big 12. The Big 12 championship, Mississippi State did squeak it out over Arizona State, but apparently we're not good enough, even though Arizona State was 10-2. They were ranked higher than us. I don't get it. We got gypped, I believe. Let's see where we finish. Fresno State, Michigan State, Houston, Arkansas, USC. Oh, we moved up at least one. There's Cal, Florida State, Georgia, Washington State, 15th. Man, we had big wins beating these teams too. And beating Miami the way we did. We beat Mississippi State well. One of the best offenses and defenses. Our strength of schedule wasn't too bad. It was better than Texas Tech's. Michigan, okay, number 8. Number 62 for Pittsburgh, but they won their conference championship. Yeah, strength of schedule for Kentucky, but 13-0 was 130th, but they did win their conference championship, so they get in. That is so disappointing. And the number 1, Ohio State. Let's see. Oh, we get to test ourselves, though, by going up against Michigan, one of the better teams in the SEC. That's going to be a good test for us and see if we can win. So I'm at least excited that we get to test ourselves and see how good our team really is. We've got our offensive line recovered from injuries. We've picked up a couple more recruits. So let's get ready for that. There's no real recruiting that I'm going to be doing, but we'll jump ahead and get ready for the Michigan game. Well, before we get ready for the bowl game, let's check who wins the different awards, starting with the Heisman Trophy. We've got a quarterback out of San Diego State, Arizona State, Ohio State, no surprise there, Mississippi State, and Washington State, a bunch of quarterbacks. And it is going to San Diego State. Nothing real spectacular there. Did we have anybody get any votes? No, we did not, as is usually the case. So now we got Chuck McNarick for defender. We got Alabama, Michigan, Fresno State, Mississippi State, and the University of Houston, with Mississippi State's winning it. Again, nobody there for us either. What about freshmen? We've won this one before. Appalachian, nope, doesn't look like it. Vanderbilt quarterback, 15 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, got sacked quite a bit. We did not have a freshman up there either. Coach of the Year award, it's not going to be us. Texas Tech got it. ECU picking up the All-Americans. We're going to go just check out the Akron winners. We had no All-Americans. We had several all-conference players. Not as many as I would have expected, especially on defense. Carter Spearman got it. He'll hopefully be back next year for us. and we'll see. All right, it is time for us to get ready. Let's see, did we get anybody? We got a few more. I'm happy with that. The recruiting's done. It's time to get ready for the bowl game and then get ready for the transfer portal. Because there's nobody out there that we're going to get out of the high school recruiting anymore. So let's get ready and let's go at the ReliaQuest Bowl. We picked up another recruit in our quarterback. If you're interested in what our recruiting looks like at the moment, we do have 17 commitments, and that's why I'm done recruiting. Got several 4-stars. Got a couple of 4-star quarterbacks coming in, one being a dual threat, one being an athlete. We'll see if any of those pan out. We got 4-star linebacker, then we've got lots of 3-stars. Lots of potential in these guys, so that's what we want to see. A-plus potential with our linebacker here. Let's get ready then and see what we've got with Michigan. Now, when we check out Michigan, they've got very good defense. This is going to be tough. So what do? They pass okay. They don't run the ball a lot, so they're a passing team, it looks like. And as far as opponents' rush yards per game, they're number 4. But they struggle against the pass. All right, let's try to take advantage of that. So our offensive focus will be the run. We got to try to break through, and we will try. Okay, I like what the coaches want to do. And we've changed the depth chart. We got everybody back outside of our one receiver. We got everybody in there. And as far as our goals have done, we did not win the conference. We did not have a rusher beat 1,300 yards. But everything else we were able to get, so we did okay. We're going to get a decent amount of money. We are 2.5-point favorites. It is a game that we have not played in yet. Michigan has played it several times, and they've won it 4 times. And this is our first time facing off against Michigan, so this is going to be a good one. And hopefully end well where we can boost our prestige going into season 19. But I don't like the way it's starting. They're running the ball 7 yards. We said they couldn't run, and then lo and behold, there they go, 14-yard run. They run it right down our throat the whole time. And we get stopped, but then Eric Henderson, 30-yard pass. Carlos Watkins finds Henderson again for 8, and then there we go, moving it along. We are going to have to pass the ball, it looks like. 3rd and 5, there we go, 17 yards. Ernesto Charles. We can get in there ourselves. Carter Spearman picking up 3 yards for the touchdown. Now let's see what the defense does. 4th and 2, we held them, and now we get the ball back. We're going to start right off the bat with a deep shot, and it works. 53 yards. Carlos Watkins finds Eric Henderson again, and then we get nothing. 44-yard field goal, we miss it. Our kicking game has been killing us. We've got to find a better kicker if we don't get one that's improving. Interception by Chance Simon. And we get nothing. 4th and 4. Let's go for it. There we go. Ernesto Charles picks up 6 yards. Let's try our stretch play on the outside. Gets nothing. Their defense can stop the run. We're not going to kick a 49-yarder. It's not going to happen. So we'll put it back, get them back to the 13 at least. And then, of course, every time I don't go for it and punt it like that, trying to play it safe, they just march down the field so quickly. Again, we got nothing going. Their defense is stopping us. And then here comes in chunks down the field against us. 3rd and 1, and there they go. They get it in there. Our running game is struggling. What if we try the fullback dive? We haven't done that one yet. We get to within 1. 4th and 1. The bubble screen gets us there. Archer on the RPO gets 2. We've got to, and then we get an interception. Let's see him score again. We're getting sacked. We're getting pushed back. What a horrible first half. Not good for us at all. We're going to try the deep shot instead. Hey, we picked up 43-yarder, and we did score the field goal, so now we're down 14 at the half. At least we get the ball back. Well, we are killing our play selection because we can't get any running game going. And then we throw an interception. Watkins is trying to do too much, and what probably will be his last game for us because he's expected to go early in the draft. He's probably not going to stay. And here comes Michigan marching down. Let's see if we can do anything late. Nope. What a trouncing. Maybe we didn't deserve to get into the college football playoff with that. Goodness. We need to get a team that can, I don't know. We have the receivers. Maybe I needed to do the passing bonus because they shut us down 57 rushing yards. So instead of beating our heads against the wall and just trying to run against a team that's known for stopping the run, maybe we need to focus on the pass instead going into those and change our game plan up a little bit because that was absolutely atrocious. Watkins, though, threw 2 picks, 12 of 27. That wasn't good either. Okay, well, that was a rough end to the season, but hopefully we'll set ourselves up and we'll still do okay. Watkins got hurt at the end of the season in his last game as well. Let's see if we can finish in the top 25. We didn't make the playoffs, but we should finish there. So let's go through this and get ready for the offseason. Well, Florida in a classic beat Penn State by 1 point in the final to take home the national title. Let's check out the rest of the playoffs. Let's see how we did. Florida took down Iowa State. Alabama took out Mississippi State in the first round. Then lost to Florida, who took out Ohio State. San Diego State got a win over Kentucky. Kentucky's strength of schedule, I guess, caught up to them. Penn State bounced them out, though. A&M took out UCF. And we already know how things went for us. It was not good. We do finish 19th. Again, not bad. We're doing well, but we're running out of time. And we kept all of our promises. We're running out of time to get ourselves. We got 2 more seasons I'm giving myself to try to get to the promised land. But we are also going to schedule Ohio State in both of these seasons if we can because we want to try to beat Ohio State. That's one of our other ones as well. Is there a better skill badge? We got the extra training, which we can definitely use. The durability is nice, but it didn't seem like it helped us this time. We'll just keep it there. I'm okay with that. We got a lot of experience again. What about the offense? Offensive coordinator gained just a little bit of experience. Not going to improve. Our defensive coordinator gained quite a bit more experience, but does not get enough to improve, so that's okay. Now it's time to see who do we keep and who do we have to replace on the coaching carousel. We are going to stay there. We're good for another one. They're not going to... We could renegotiate. Get the double lock. Again, let's do that. It's the same amount per year, so it's not going to hurt us as far as that goes. We have that. We will... Our defensive coordinator was fantastic. The coach cannot be fired, but they can still leave. That doesn't help us. Wants to keep their options open. Ugh. Let's see. If we do the 4-year, he'll be gone pretty soon. He just signed his contract. He's probably going to leave anyway, so we'll just keep it there. There's no lock that goes on, so that's not going to help us. We will view our offer. We accept the renegotiated contract. We're staying here. And as far as offensive coordinator goes, the only thing I can think of is maybe we change it to like a pro-style offense and have a balanced team to try to have some synergy. Whoa, this guy. He's got the recruiting. He's got the offense. Maybe we make a switch to him. What's his wide receivers, fundamentals, offensive line, great wall for pass blocking? That guy intrigues me. This one as well for UNC. Maybe we have a good coach here. He's even better on recruiting or on training. But I feel like we need to try something different. So we're going to hire Ches Brewer. Well, let's see. What's his career like? He's done well. Offensive coordinator. He crushed with South Alabama. He was the head coach at Northwestern and did pretty well with them. He struggled at some of these places. The offense has done okay, and we will be able to help him out. So our other one would be the spread. We could try spread. We could take TCU's. That one is especially appealing. Ooh. How long's he been there? For 3 years, and he's had a good offense. Or for 2 years. The offense has done well. He was the head coach at Fresno State, where they did well as also. Offensive coordinator at Penn State. Let's take this guy. Let's change to a spread. Got to try something different. His abilities, we've got the professor, so the practice focus helps. We got protect the rock for ball security, clutch performance in the fourth quarter, run blocking. Yep, that's our guy. He can't recruit worth anything, which is disappointing. We're going to lock him in. Oh, no, we can't. We take a 10 integrity hit and $3.2 million. We just signed him to a new contract. You know what? The offense was good. We'll keep him for one more year. He might leave after this one anyways. All right, we'll keep you. And then on the defensive side, we will retain him because he was good. That switch to the nickel proved to be pretty good overall. Now, one thing we could do is change it to a spread ourselves, but that's not what we do either. So we've got to just keep where we're at, run for first. That's going to be our focus. And move on. Let's see who's leaving us. I know Carlos Watkins is probably heading out. He is. He's going to go in the first round. He's not going to stay. Let's try to keep our offensive linemen. All-American team, so hard to make. It's going to cost us 10 coach integrity if we don't make that. We'll pay him instead because we're losing a lot of good players. We want to keep that offensive line strong. Our quarterback play is going to take a big hit this time because we've got a redshirt freshman there whose IQ, we've been through this one before, is not real great. We got some good incoming recruits as well. Our offensive line, we definitely need to keep him. Okay, I think I like what we're at. We're going to have a lot of people transferring, though. We're going to have to try to convince some of these guys to stay. A lot of running backs, I'm sure, will be because they've been in the pecking order far behind. But that's what we build our team on. But it is time to maybe branch out and try to find a different offense, like the spread offense or something, to see what we can do. All right, let's see. We got 7 players potentially leaving us. At quarterback, we got nobody, but we could cut Hudson Dupree. He's not going to be playing because he's already not nearly as good as these other guys that are behind him. I mean, this guy's already, but he will. Oh man, our backups are horrible. We can't cut him because we need him. We have plenty of scholarships open at the moment. At the running back position, we got all these guys wanting to leave. All right, this one's we're going to let him go. We got 3 guys up here already who are good. He wants playing time. We don't. And we've got plenty of others behind them with 5 new recruits. So we're going to let them all go because we already have these guys up in front of them. We can find a running back if we need to down the road. Wide receivers, nobody wants to leave, thankfully, because we need to keep all of them. Tight ends, again, we'll keep them all. Offensive line, we do have one wanting to leave, and he's way down the pecking order as a junior. So he will be allowed to leave as well. Kicker, defensive line, nobody wants to leave, and that's a good thing for us. Linebacker, we do need to try to keep this guy because we don't have a lot of depth here. you can play in 40% of the snaps. Probably. Cornerbacks, let's keep these guys. You will play in 40% of the snaps. Probably, unless we get somebody better to come in, which that might be very likely. Safeties we're solid on. So what we're looking on in the portal are cornerbacks. And the defense is all going to improve. Offensive line is very good. Tight end is surprisingly very good. That's different for us. Wide receivers were good. Running backs were good. So if we can find a quarterback, we're going to get him. A quarterback and cornerbacks. And if we can find a great kicker, he's getting better. But he'll be fine. 81 in kick power, 85. He'll get a little bit better. We've got 9 spots left open. But we're going to need to get, again, a quarterback if one's out there. Hopefully one will be. And a cornerback or two. And then we'll just see what the best available. And if there's somebody great out there, we'll try to get them. But we don't need to get too many. We've got 4 players drafted. Carlos Watkins, the young gunner, 23rd pick overall. Eric Henderson, his prize receiver, 2nd round. Keaton Alexander, 5th round. And Xander Epps in the 7th round. No awards for any of those guys outside of Epps. That's kind of sad. Transfer portal, Khalil Charles out of North Texas, a 91 overall. Wow. There's a guy to get. 86 man-to-man corner, but we play zone. Hall of Fame, nobody for us. Mississippi State got somebody. Ring of Honor, Watkins has to go in here. No. I thought for sure we'd get somebody. All-time record book updates. Penn State's quarterback setting the record books on fire. Luke Ritchie out of Georgia. Nobody for us. Nope. Team records for us. We had offensive talent in a game and in a season. And then the career player updates. Carlos Watkins not going into our Ring of Honor, even though he leads the school. Pass completion percentage, yards per attempts, efficiency rating. He was sacked. He took the hits for everybody. Eric Henderson, return yards. Single season, Carlos Watkins again. Okay, so it is time for the offseason recruiting. I'll get that done. We'll come back for the results. Signing day has arrived. This is the guy we going after, Michigan's quarterback. His arm strength is great. His accuracy and quarterback IQ, all solid. He's got great potential, durability. We spent over $6 million in NIL on him, so we'll see if we get him. Let's start down here. Offensive lineman out of high school we did not get. I thought we had a good shot at him. We did not get another one, and we did not get another one or another one. Those are guys that we added at the very end. This is where we were going to put some money in here, but we ended up not doing it because I put the more money in the quarterback. We don't need the safety. We did put some money in here, and we barely missed out to Rice. We are not going to get our linebacker. We might get the defensive lineman. I feel like he was going somewhere else, and he does go to UConn. This was a cornerback we tried to put a little bit more money into, and we did get him coming from Ohio State. We did not get this quarterback, and so here, let's see who gets this one. Oh, boy, we held off against Boise State. They did nothing but target him, thankfully, because look at this, $6.7 million. Why they didn't go for him when they put $4.5 million in there? BYU made a run as well to get within 357. That is a big win for us because the rest of the team surrounding him is solid, and we got our one cornerback, which will upgrade that as well. So things are looking good for us. When we look at our recruiting rankings, top 50, maybe top 30, 27th. That is one of our best classes to date. So that's good, but again, a lot of that's going to be down the future. So let's see where we're at. We did not, it says we're still 7 stars. We are right next to the 8 prestige mark. So close. Oh, man. Okay, so we're going to have to, we will max out all that. We've got a lot of money coming in, which is good. Resolve our debt. Let's go ahead and cover the maintenance. One thing we are going to try to do is get to level 11 for the facilities. We got our maintenance there. We cannot cover the maintenance on these others if we do the level 11. So let's go back to level 9. Oh, we're going to drop there too. Reset that. We need to get back up to level 5. Get 1 for college life. So the reason why is because we are putting all that money into the facilities to get us 3 preseason trainings. That's going to be huge. And then 15.75% in the offseason development, which is what we're going to focus on. That's what we need. We've got everything else just maintaining. Next season, we'll be able to just maintain and try to improve some of these others or get them a little bit closer. I don't know that any of them will be able to improve, but we're getting there. But we'll need a lot more money if we're going to go any further than that. The 15 million seems to be a good mark for NIL money. So we're happy with that. Let's see as far as booster updates. I was hoping we'd get up to the 8th prestige marker so we'd pick up another one. Unfortunately, it wasn't meant to be. If we could have made the playoff, it would have been fine. But we've got our solid 6 right here. Nobody losing, so we'll take it. Plus, if we could get an academic boost beforehand, that would be nice as well. So no realignment. We are one of the top teams in the Big 12 now, along with TCU, Mississippi State, and UCF is up to 9 prestige. They'll be definitely jumping to the SEC if they keep that up. And wow, they are loaded on the SEC and the Big 10. Somehow Illinois is hanging in there. Let's go check on the MAC. Northwestern, Boston College, Delaware, Nebraska. The MAC has looked quite a bit different here. Where'd Syracuse go? Syracuse, that's right, they jumped to the Big 10. So they got a bigger jump than we did. Okay, it is time for our scheduling. It is going to be Ohio State. We do need to make sure we do that. We have to finish the Miami commitment. We will do that. But then we're going to try to get Ohio State on here somewhere. There we go. Right off the bat. Ohio State, home and home. See if we can topple them. We'll put Miami there in week 4. We are not going to do Old Dominion. We could go Houston out of the Mountain West. Solid team. They're 22nd. That'll be a good test for us. So we are loading up difficult schedule, which might be what we need to get into the college football playoff. Because look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 teams in the top 50 preseason. Ooh, that's going to be tough. We're going to challenge ourselves this season. Let's see what we have as far as our off-season training. This is where championships are made, as we've seen. Will the new facility boost help us a little bit and get our training up as well, which is going to be really big, because having just 2 basic trainings is not going to be good enough. We need to do more, especially with that we cannot compete a lot with these recruits if we're in head-to-head battles. We're not going to redshirt anybody. We just let that happen automatically for players that we do not get in, because we can get them in for a few games. That's better. They get some training exercise that way. And then we sit them for the rest of the season. But now we have such a deep depth chart that these guys don't get in just 4 games. They either get in a lot of games or no games whatsoever. All right, to wrap up, let's find the offseason gains and hopefully see our team set up for the future. Let's see some good news here. Coach Taylor's been working the boys hard. And we have some big gains right off the bat. We have 4 guys in the 90s. 3 of them are offensive linemen. We know that's good. Our new quarterback picked up 5. He's got IQs. Oh, look at that. Arm strength, accuracy, quarterback IQ. He could run a pro-style offense. We need to get QB IQ up for Mr. Ray there. Got to get our accuracy up here. So we got 2 solid freshmen that are coming in. Running backs, 3 of them, Preston Archer, Carter Spearman, Wyatt Wooten, returning ones, are going to be good for us, which is good because none of these guys are going to get playing time, but they all have a lot of potential to do well. Lorenzo Posey might get a few runs here and there. But either way, we've got solid running backs. We've got a good receiving core. Tight ends, 2 excellent tight ends. Offensive line is loaded again. And so we've got we got pass blocking for Jordan Heath. Will train his run block. Both there. He could be better. It's not the most amazing offensive line we've seen in our history, but it's good. And here, unfortunately, kick power did not get better. We're going to have to train that to try to extend his leg. His accuracy's good, but we got to get him better. Defensive line looks solid with the first 4, and then it drops, but those guys will get better by the time. Linebackers, we got 4 solid linebackers. We did make this guy a promise, but he got beat out by Mitchell Farmer in the offseason training. Man, C potential increased more than our A- potential. That's interesting. This guy's defense is so much better. Okay, cornerbacks, 3 in the 80s. And again, Mitchell is going to have some trouble because we brought in our one, Mr. Jemison. Other than that, oh, wow, he actually went down. I didn't know that was possible. Sir, he gained in some, but he's worse overall. And then safeties, we've got 2 really good safeties. So that's our team. We'll be getting ready for the spring off-season, preseason training going along. We're going to keep the balanced playbook. We can't edit our own yet. We will stay. We're going to switch to balance, though, this time because we do have ourselves a good quarterback and good wide receiving. We're going to keep the nickel balance zone. That seems to be our best. The offensive tempo, we're going to go to, I like the slow tempo. I think that's good. We got our field general. We'll just keep that the same. Everything's looking good there. But we're going to stay there. We're going to switch to our balanced play calling playbook and see how that works out for us. Our roster is good. We are set up again for another strong season, but we're going to be testing ourselves, that's for sure. Look at these starters. We are heavy seniors and juniors with a couple sophomores sprinkled in, 3 of them. All right, so I want to thank you all for joining me on this one. We've got 2 seasons left to try to make our goals. And one of those goals is to become the top team in Ohio, so we get a chance to prove ourselves against Ohio State the next 2 seasons. It may be rough, but maybe it will be a good testing ground to see if we're ready to make that college football playoff run and in the process beat them up along the way. So come back, check out the last 2 episodes as we get ready for these. And I want to thank you all again for joining me. Until the next one, take care and have yourselves an awesome day.